Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be soft spoken, which I don't really do often, but hopefully you will find my voice somehow pleasant. I'm basically just gonna chat with you, ramble a little. I also have some noodles here, so I'm gonna eat noodles with you. It's my lunch, but you'll probably watch it during your dinner time. I don't know. Anyways, you should appreciate it because I don't share my noodles with just anyone. And I also have a drink that I'm gonna pour in a little while. But to explain the title of the video, disclaimer, you will not fall in love with me. But a couple of years back there was a set of questions going around the internet, and it was named something like 36 questions that will make you fall in love with a stranger. And I really wanted to try that back then, but since it's 36 questions, which takes a little bit time, I think I only convinced one person to do it with me, and that was when we were traveling by train, so we had nothing to do anyway. But it was very nice, I guess. The questions are quite interesting. I don't think it would make me fall in love with just any stranger. My definition of love is something very different from that, but I guess it does bring the two people closer. It can start off a friendship, or if you are attracted to each other at the first place, it might make you wanna date, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, in this video I'm going to answer as many of these questions as possible, and I would like for you to choose at least one of these questions as well and answer it in the comments, so that it's not just a one-way Q&A thing, but we can bond a little bit as well. So yeah, let me pour the drink and let's start answering these questions and eat the noodles. This is like a Czech version of Coca-Cola. And I brought it mainly because of these sounds. It sounds nice when you pour it into a glass. I used to hate any kind of Coke, but I kind of started to appreciate the taste in the last 2 months or something. So yeah, I have really short nails, so I'm not even gonna attempt tapping. I'm going to put fake nails on in the afternoon. I hate eating sounds, by the way, so if you're grossed out by them as well, I'm sorry. But I do watch mukbangs, if that's the way you pronounce it, sometimes just to keep me company while I'm eating, if the person is talking apart from all the eating. So maybe you can use it for this purpose as well. Okay, anyway, let's start with the questions. I'm probably gonna skip some of them, but yeah, let's start with number 1. Question number 1 is, if you could invite anyone in the world to dinner, who would it be? I would invite you, obviously. Well, I thought about this question a lot because I was like, I'm not sure if I would invite someone that I already know and I know we would have fun, or I would invite somebody famous, someone influential, because I would like to ask him something, or I would invite someone who I know couldn't afford the dinner, or someone lonely so that I could keep him company for the evening. So I came to the conclusion that I would probably invite like 20 different people, because I just couldn't pick one. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day I would just go for someone that I know I would feel good around. Don't know. On that note, question number 2 says, would you like to be famous, and in what way? I would just like to be recognized for something that I have done, for something that I have achieved. And I would like that to be something really meaningful that has helped somebody. I'm not exactly sure what would that be. Maybe writing a book that has helped somebody, or something related to linguistics, because that's my passion. I don't really know. Yeah, but I would like to be recognized for something. What about you? It would be better if I had chopsticks. Would look better on the video. But yeah. Question number 3. Before making a phone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going to say and why? Well, if you saw my video on social anxiety, you would probably know. I rehearse a lot. I'm not really a fan of phone calls, because when you can't see the other person, you don't really know what they're thinking, how they're reacting, and they can only hear your voice. So I really I'm stressed about what I'm saying coming out the right way. What if they understand me wrong, But honestly, it is getting much better. Like, now I've been tour guiding for 3 weeks, so I've met thousands of people in the last 3 weeks, and social interaction doesn't really make me anxious anymore. Like, there are still moments that I will get anxious, and I'm still not a fan of phone calls. I would rather meet up in real life. But yeah, I used to rehearse much more than I do now. But still, if I want to inform somebody about something important, or I just want to ask somebody something, then I would rehearse it, so that I know that it would be like perfect, so that they couldn't misunderstand me. Something like that. I don't know. Like, I was surprised to find out how many people actually do rehearse stuff. Even people like you wouldn't expect them to do it, and they do. So I guess it's nothing that weird at the end of the day. So question number 4 is interesting. What would constitute a perfect day for you? The thing that makes me sad every time that someone gets asked this question is the realization that we actually don't really have these perfect days. Like everyone just imagines what would it be, but actually never had it. Or like the percentage of people who have those perfect days, like it's not that huge. But yeah, perfect day for me. I guess I would wake up really early. I would watch the sunrise, have a good breakfast, probably an omelette with coffee. I would eat that while watching the view, the sun outside. Then I would do a quick yoga session. And then I would set off to meet my friends or anyone that I feel good around. And we would go on a trip. Maybe abroad or maybe for just some trekking. We would laugh, we would have fun. We would feel good, and we would stop for ice cream. Then we would go around the city that we would be in, do some sightseeing, and at the evening we would maybe light a fire or something and just have some really deep conversations, catch up on everything. Yeah. My perfect day would definitely include traveling, good company, and good food. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? Okay, so I can either keep the mind of a 30-year-old or the body of a 30-year-old. I'm not sure like how I look and think when I'm 30. Still have 11 years to go. But unless I would be a very depressed, gloomy, stupid 30-year-old, I would rather keep the mind. Because I guess that when your mind is healthy and your mindset is right, you can do wonders. And it really doesn't matter like what body you have. Body of a 30-year-old or 60-year-old, doesn't matter at all if your mind is right. So yeah, I have to adjust a little bit here because I can't see the questions anymore. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? That's something that I have never really thought about, I guess. I used to think that I would die because of suicide, like, but I don't think so. I would wish for like a really peaceful death when I've lived a good life. I'm really old and I just don't want to die sad. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. It's not really a question, and I can see you, but I would say that we both like ASMR or YouTube at least. We are both watching this video right now because I'm looking at the camera. You're looking at your phone or laptop or something, so that's 2 things. And we're maybe both eating now. Feels so weird to eat in front of a camera, but I decided to do it mainly because they say that it makes you more relaxed when you're eating, because if you're nervous in front of a camera, like the nervousness makes your body think that you're in danger, and when you're eating, your body knows that you wouldn't be eating if you're in danger. So it's actually like a way of fooling your body, like you're eating so you have to be safe, and that way it makes you more relaxed. I'm not sure if it's really true. Maybe I've just convinced myself. I don't know. But yeah. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? I think this question is really great to ask because it makes you think about all the things in your life that you got, like all the reasons why you could consider yourself lucky. And I'm grateful for many things. I'm grateful for all the people that I've met, because I feel like I met them all for a reason. They all played a certain role in my life and probably pushed me in the direction that I was supposed to go. I'm grateful for the roof over my head, for the opportunity to study and do the job that I want to do. I'm grateful for my puppy, because it's the cutest puppy in the world. So yeah, there are many things that I'm grateful for. Maybe these are the ones that I'm grateful for the most. Maybe I would find something else if I thought about it for a while. Yeah, I need to sit differently because my leg is going numb. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? I think I would change one thing. Does it say one thing? No, anything, okay. So I would only change one thing, and that would be the overprotectiveness that I was raised with, because it really made me very anxious. Like the way I was raised made me a super anxious kid, an anxious teenager, probably an anxious adult as well, although it's kind of going away. But it definitely took a lot of work, so that's the only thing that I think could have been done differently. But at the same time, like, my mom raised me as a single mom, which, like, oh my god, like, the work she has done alone, like, fuck. So I don't really think that I should be the one pointing out some flaws in that. It's pointless. Okay, next one isn't a question either. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. 4 minutes, man, that's half of the video. Well, I was born in the Czech Republic as a girl in a village to a single mom, as I said. When I was 6, I went to school, then I went to a different school. In the meantime, I went to music school. I tutored, I tour guided, I founded a YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't think anyone is interested in 4 minutes of my life, really. Actually, this video is pissing me off because I can't hear any of your answers. So I hope you will at least leave some answers in the comments. No pressure though. Let's skip some of these. Is there something that you have dreamt of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? There's a lot of things, like, I'm always full of dreams. I've really wanted to go to Finland for years and years now. I was actually going this summer. Pandemic ruined it. I also wanted to try basking, like playing in the streets. I think it would be really cool, but I'm kind of scared to do it alone. I'm a coward in that sense. What else? Wanted to start dancing classes as well, but I couldn't really find any nearby. But I know I'll do that eventually. Just all these small things. I'll see what pans out. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? It's like so hard to evaluate. I feel like to us it always seems like we don't have any accomplishments. I used to consider my greatest accomplishments to be the fact that I got like international language certificate in English. I was the youngest one to get it. I was 14, I guess. I was pretty proud of that. But I'm not sure, like, it can be the greatest accomplishment of my life. It was a long time ago as well. Like, I hope that I'll have a better answer in a couple of years. That I can do something. We'll see. It's so hard to eat noodles and stay clean. Okay. What do you value most in a friendship? I guess it's the being able to rely on the person, knowing that you can count on the person. Like knowing that if I tell them to keep something a secret, they will. Knowing that if I need help, they will help me. Knowing that they won't judge me. Yeah, just like knowing that you will be friends no matter what happens. And just like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Probably you know what I mean. Like being able to count on that person, whatever is going on. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, what would you change about the way you are now living? And why? Second, I would know this. I would drop out of school. Cause like, what would be the point of going to school if it's not gonna take me anywhere? And I would start traveling. A lot of times I don't do the things that I want to do just because I'm scared of how people are gonna react to it and what they're gonna think. And by people, I mean my family most of the time, because I still live with them, obviously, so a lot of times it's like, yeah, I wanna go, but this is what they're gonna say, and it's gonna be fucking stressful. I'm gonna cry, so I will rather not tell them, and I'll sacrifice this and not go. I would stop doing that. Like, I should stop doing that. I'm working on it. So yeah, I would definitely travel more. Yeah. Hopefully someday, like, I would love to travel the world. Europe, both the Americas, Asia. I would even go to Antarctica. Alternate sharing something you consider positive characteristics of your partner. Share a total of 5 items. Well, one of your positive characteristics is definitely that you're watching this video. That tells me that you're a great person. I don't know, really. It's hard when I can't see my partner. Make 3 true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling ... So we are both watching this video. We are both sitting or lying down, and we are both breathing. If you are going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. Don't take it personally if I don't text you back. I don't know. Like, I really suck at texting back. I just realized that this weekend I had like 5 unanswered messages from 5 different people, and I was like, oh my god, like I care about all 5 of them. I'm just sometimes impossible at replying. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? I don't know. I don't think there's really anything that is too serious to be joked about. I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm even a fan of dark humor. Jokes about death, Hitler, mental health. I can take what a lot. Disregard. I don't really know. I don't think there's anything that couldn't be joked about. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet? I'm not sure. I guess I would regret not telling all the people that I like them. It's not something that I tell people often. Kind of feels weird for me, and sometimes I'm like scared of how the people would take it. But I guess that they know. Like, I make sure that they know, even if I don't vocalize my feelings. So at the very moment, I don't have any regrets like that. Your house containing everything you own catches fire. What a dramatic scene. After saving your loved ones in beds, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be and why? One item. I would take all my musical instruments, but I couldn't only pick one. Maybe my violin, because it's the oldest one. It's been in the family for decades, so maybe I would save my violin. But honestly, I was thinking about saving my phone, which is like so bad. But I guess some of you can relate. My phone has like my life in it. Not really. The violin was a better idea. When did you last cry in front of another person or by yourself? By myself? Yesterday. But in front of another person, I don't really cry in front of other people. It's not that I'm trying to not look weak. People usually know that I'm a very emotional person. I'm not ashamed of it. It's more like I don't want to make the people uncomfortable. I just can't cry in front of other people most of the time. But I feel like crying is good actually. It makes you feel relieved. What else do we have here? Share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life. And there has been so many embarrassing moments. It's like the usual, like someone accidentally saw you naked, or you fell down when it was really the most inappropriate moment. Or as a tour guide, your tongue gets twisted a lot of times, and sometimes you mean to say something like very normal, like move to the next room, but it comes out as a bad word. Happens a lot of times. Like you just mispronounce something, exchange some letters. The whole tour is dead. No. Let's see some of the questions that I had skipped. What is your most terrible memory? Don't want to answer that. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? I guess I would want to know the truth about myself, because it might be harder to find out than it seems, because everyone sees you from a different perspective, and you just put all those things together and you create the version of you, but it might not necessarily be the real one. So I would expect the crystal ball to have, you know, all the perspectives together, tell me the truth about myself, my personality. Sure. I hope it wasn't too obnoxious to watch. Thank you for keeping me company during my lunch. I hope you will find it interesting. I don't know. Maybe you can try answering these questions with your partner or your friend. I think it can be fun when it's not just one-sided. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you had something good for lunch or dinner or whatever. And I'll see you again soon. Maybe in a bit more normal video according to my standards, like without eating and with tapping or something. Feel more comfortable doing that. But it's always good to try something new. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the summer and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.